my name is Lisa Winkler. I'm a graduate student at the University of Texas at Arlington, and part of the requirements for leadership in the complex health systems is a book review, and I've chosen Overcoming the 5 Dysfunctions of the Team by Patrick Lencioni. The author got his start as a screenwriter, and it's evident in the work that he does in his entertaining way or style of writing. He got his start, actually what motivated him to get into this field is watching the frustration of his father dealing with organizational problems. He has written 10 bestsellers and has consulted for many Fortune 500 teams in his career. The purpose of his book, he wrote an original book, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, and the amazing success that this book had, he was inundated with requests to consult for companies in educating them on how to improve their teams once they identified the problems. So he decided to write the sequel to the book of Overcoming the Dysfunctions of the Team so that he would be able to reach a larger audience with his work. The target audience of his work is anyone that is part of a team. Any manager, any leader. He has also used his work in his consulting business, and as well other consultants have used his work in training in their firm as well. Probably the most important concept of the book is to define what exactly is a team. To be able to build on something, you need to know where it starts. A team is not just a group of people that report to a supervisor. A team is a group of people that work together for a common goal. They give up their individual goals for the better goal or the betterment of the project itself. He's identified 5 dysfunctions in the team. The first being a lack of trust, which is probably the most important problem that you find in any team. If the members don't trust each other, they won't be effective in working together to find solutions or to implement strategies or change. So trust is the foundation. Fear of conflict is his second dysfunction, followed by lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, and finally inattention to results. The strengths of the book, there are 5 areas that make the team ineffective, which is what he has identified as the 5 dysfunctions of the team. He addresses each one individually. So this can be a step-by-step guide, and it can also be a resource if you're only looking at one particular problem of a team. They're easy to follow instructions. He has step-by-step instructions for each activity to combat the dysfunction, and he gives real-life examples to make it understandable for the lay person that hasn't worked with team building before. The shortcomings I found in the book is that I couldn't find measurable data. It wasn't based on hard research, hard factual research. He describes a lot of personal observed data, which is definitely important. However, it isn't in a research environment. He also describes many instances where the leader has to be removed as ineffective, and I find that kind of concerning in that in the work environment you can't always throw out your leader. Finally, is it one size fits all? Does one approach solve problems for each and every organization without taking in the individual culture? The objectives of the book were to identify ways to solve the dysfunctions of a team. I think that he has done that in that he's identified each dysfunction, and then he gives you ways and strategies and activities to combat that dysfunction. There are true client situations in the book. However, there wasn't measurable data in that book. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. The concepts are there. I would recommend it to anyone who's part of a team, whether it being in the work environment or any other environment that's based on team building, knowing that teams are the essential part of any organization.